Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Alexis Monet, and before we get started, make sure you all hit that like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay everyone, so it is Coachella season, and Cardi B did pop out at some events in order to perform, and she also did promote her upcoming sophomore album. Now during her performance, a lot of people did notice that Cardi B had a little cellulite, and people began to drag Cardi B's outfit along with her body and said that she had a botched BBL. Now in my opinion, I can understand people saying that Cardi B hips and butt is too big for her little frame. I understand that, but her style is a little bit more exaggerated with her body, but to say that she looks horrible, I don't agree with that. Now in other Cardi B news, she did pop out officially with her boo Stefon Diggs. They were spotted out in clubs together, and he did confirm their relationship on live.
I'm not single. You got life and don't get me on here saying that shit. I don't even play that single shit.
Now when that video did go around, a fan on Twitter did say Offset is punching the air. However, Offset did come back and let it be known that he is happy for Cardi B that she has moved on. But we will see how long Offset's happiness for Cardi will last, because we all know that Cardi and Offset like to go online and crash out over each other. But moving along to other Cardi B news. Now as I mentioned before, Cardi B did attend Coachella weekend, and she also did sit down to do an interview with Billboard where she did discuss some tea that will be spilled on her album. So go ahead and check this out.
Can you tell us anything about this new album? What can we expect? Anything?
Okay, I feel like my album is something like, damn, I almost want to say my album's name because it really is. It really represents what it is.
Okay.
I feel like my album is messy.
Ooh,
She's a messy queen.
Okay.
I feel like it's unexpected, and I feel like I feel like it's something that is really not out right now. I feel like people are not gonna. There's gonna be things that people do expect from me, and then there's gonna be things that are not expected from me. Like it's a lot of lover girl thing too on my album, because you know what I'm saying. Like it's like I've been heartbroken, and then I'm loving again, and then I'm exploring again, and you know, I don't know, like it's like, you know, it's a lot I wanna. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a lot. Like, and the album announcement is gonna be. I don't know. When I think I have a meeting with Billboard. I need to have a meeting with.
You gotta come in the office.
Now in my opinion, I do believe Cardi will put out this sophomore album, because if she doesn't, it will be an official make or break moment for her career. But I do believe Cardi is saying a lot, but still no announcement. But moving along to Megan Thee Stallion. Now Megan was a performer this year on the main stage at Coachella, and she did do an amazing job. She brought out people like Ciara, Victoria Monet, and even Queen Latifah. And bringing them out as guest performers, in my opinion, was pretty good. I would have rather seen her bring out Lil' Kim instead of Queen Latifah. That would have made more sense, because Megan has shown Lil' Kim love more than Queen Latifah publicly. Ciara sounded a hot mess with her mic. Her dancing was pretty good, not the normal Ciara dancing, but it was good. Victoria's mic was on and she sounded amazing, and her and Megan's chemistry was good. However, the most talked about moment was a lot of people did believe that Megan Thee Stallion was trolling and taunting Nicki Minaj on stage, because we all know they did have a public beef that did spill out into their records last year. Now Megan did have her dancers dress up as Bigfoots in the background while she did perform on stage. Now although Megan did not perform her diss record called Hiss the first week while she was at Coachella, when she did return for the second week, she did perform the single while also having a snake prop on stage as well. And we all know that Megan did have her dancers dressed up as Bigfoot, because Nicki Minaj did drop a diss record called Bigfoot in response to Megan's diss called Hiss that Megan never officially responded to in another diss record after Nicki dropped hers. Now I will say I hope Nicki does pay this dust. I feel like she did give Megan a moment in a #1 last year with Hiss, and I don't want Nicki to spin the block and do the same thing for her again while Megan is about to drop another act to her album called Megan. But we shall see how this all plays out. Now moving along to the final topic. Now, Nicki Minaj has been on hiatus. She comes online here and there, but for the most part, she's been quiet all year. However, it has been reported for the third time, unfortunately, Nicki Minaj's home in LA has been swatted. It was also reported by some news outlets that Nicki has been advised by authorities to possibly move into a different area since she is a high-profile celebrity and people do have access to her address. Unfortunately, these things will continue to happen, which in my opinion is extremely outrageous to tell Nicki that she has to move when she has purchased that home to stay in with her family and to be protected. I think the authorities should focus more on the people who are making these disgusting allegations, lies, and false reports, and there needs to be repercussions that happen to people who do this, not only to Nicki Minaj but to other celebrities as well, because that thing can become dangerous in some cases. But you let me know how you feel about these topics down below. Thank you again for joining me for yet another video, and until next time, bye.